What's up, everybody? I'll close the door real quick before I make somebody mad. We are live. How y'all doing? How y'all feeling? How y'all not doing? Let's get straight to the down to business. I wasting time. Time is time. Yeah. This is how I ended up on the week of a negative 400 USD day trading. Oh no, mine. Put it wrong. I put it a little wrong. Put it a little wrong. Weekly market recap of how I lost 200. No, I think it was 200. That was 400. What am I talking about? My demo, my challenge account, my demo account. Bro, I forgot to put a stop loss, so he faced more losses, bro. I mean, I did put a stop loss, but the spike went below my fucking entry. Weekly market recap of how I ended up with a negative 400 USD. Right? We're gonna be going over our weekly. This week should have been only wins. I made some mistakes, but lessons, losses, I don't feel nothing. Losing, I don't feel nothing. Losses are here for improvements. Wins are here for improvements. When I lose, we made a mistake and we learn from it, right? So yeah, I had one loss, which should have not been a loss. I just made a little bit of mistake, which perfect setup. This right over here, you can see, it was a perfect setup, but the timing of the purge was not a perfect setup, perfect time. So I made a mistake, and eventually market repurged me out and gave me their entry right back up to the upside. And as well as my other trade right over here, round trip. Right, I could have ended up in a week with a $2,000 gain. But my stop loss was a little too high, which was all over here, and market just reversed. I could have only done break even. Right, I was telling Siri, hey Siri, what's 50% of 5.56? Right when I said that, so the market reversed, and so I, okay, if they could tell me anything, let me go break even at least. And when I broke even, market just stopped me out at $138 gain, right? And this one was a loss. I made a mistake. This one was a round trip. It's fine, right? We learn from our mistakes. And there's a game today, this week was a great lesson, right? Very happy, sharpened my edge even more. I don't care that I actually, didn't make any money, that I lost money. All fine, right? Nothing personal, right? It's part of the process. It's gonna be downhills and uphills, right? We're human, right? We can never have you know, a time where we're always gonna be perfect, right? We can't be perfect as in the trading, but we can be perfect on following our rules, right? We gotta be perfect in following our rules. We can never break our rules, right? In this case, this week I broke my rules. I did not even see that rule, right? I mean, I did see that rule. I knew that the rule existed, but I thought that I thought that I did not need that time to purge because the setup was just a flawless setup, right? Beautiful setup. Everything was beautiful. I thought I did not need it. Eventually, find out I did need it because time is more important than price. But now let's get into our weekly market recap. Monday, we're throughout the whole week. You can see market pressure on the CRT low. We're going to the CRT high, right? On the daily, market tap the discounted area, so we're going to the premium, right? And we're going to the daily range high after the discount area gets tapped. On the daytime, we go from daily IRL to ERL. Throughout the whole week, we go from IRL to ERL, right? So our higher time frame was bullish. Monday, no setup. I was looking for a near continuation because London session made the low of the day. When I found bullish, I wanted it to make the low of the day, but we're stuck in a range, so I didn't take no trades. On Tuesday, we're in another range right over here, relative to the market price. I was like, okay, can't take any trades because in the range, I don't like to trade inside of the range. I don't only like to take a trade once the extreme side of the range gets spread higher or low, right? So Tuesday no trade. Wednesday, I was looking for a new situation. It did offer me a setup, but that setup that it offered me was not my ideal way of trading is, right? Because you can see by the hourly CRT. But at the end of the CRT, we had a K. This was as well was a KOD, right? Kiss of death, right? Before me to draw on liquidity. I did have a setup, but it was not my type of setup, right? So I have to follow my rules. It was not a legit low. This low right over here was from a different range. This was a 5 a.m. candle range, right? And this old Angel got pursed with an entry, and the market just spiked up, and I'll take profit, right? With for I think it was a 3 RR, and I did not take this trade. Why was the reason I didn't take this trade? Simply because of I think this is wrong here. Simply because the range low. The range low didn't have a legit low, so then I take it. It's fine, right? Because the next 2 days we had a beautiful setup. Both of them very beautiful. Made a mistake on one. I did. Before we go there, let's go to the next day. Let's explain why we're looking for longs here, right? And this day, we had a daily CRT, right, to the upside. And we had all these other concepts, right? On the concept, we had a daily IRL to ERL. We had a daily fair value gap to the upside, right? Supporting this, we had a daily key level supporting the CRT. So like, okay, I'm looking for longs here, right? We're looking for a Neo reversal, 1 a.m. accumulation, 5 a.m. manipulation, and 9 a.m. expansion, right? And the next, you can see there we had a couple of expansion candles on this, right? This was the low. This was the high. Right, so our target one would be right here. Target two would be the 50% mark of the daily. And keep in mind, I did not go for the 50% mark. I went for the high all over here. Thus, why if I were to hold this trade, I would have faced another break-even trade. Why? I'll tell you guys about that, right? Before we do that, let's explain why we took this trade, right? We had a range low, got sued, right? We got a range, this range, there was a range right over here. It was relative to the market price. So this range low got sued, so we want to buy now, right? We don't want to sell. So let's go to the 50-minute time frame for execution. We had the way I made a mistake here. You can see market press it up one more time right over here, right? You can see the press happen one more time, but look at the press time, right? This press happened at 5:30 a.m., which for the Pacific time of the purge, it must be between 6 a.m. all the way to 10:30 a.m., right? 7 a.m. is fine, but 5 a.m. is not, right? This press happened at 5 a.m. I thought I was chilling because the entry would happen at 6 a.m., right? So I thought that was cool. You know, how to find out, no, it's not cool. I had to find out that my timing of the purge is the most important, right? Because this setup was such a beautiful setup. I thought it was an expansion, retracement, accumulation, manipulation, expansion. It's not the case because the timing of the purge. So this manipulation was a false manipulation. So it's still in the range because this manipulation did not happen at the right time, right? So market went down here, dug below this low one more time. There's on the entry right there, right over there, the entry, right? Dug below this low one more time. And eventually this candle did not give us that model one. So this candle right here, dug below this candle. So this will be our new model one. And we had the entry right over there. Entry, stop loss, take profit. One was this CRT high, which got hit during that day. Take profit two was this 50% mark of the 50% mark of the daily CRT that we had right over here. Why was our take profit 50% of the mark? Because the trade we took this trade on Thursday. So there's a way, you know, the way to get your take profit very well calculated is through having time, right? The time you take your trade really matters a lot, right? Why does it matter? Because Thursday and Friday are usually a day where the market likes to close, right? Market likes to go, so not a big major move happens, right? So in this case, when the range low got souped, the 50% mark did not already get tapped, so it would have made sense for us to go just for that 50% mark as our final take profit, right? So it would have not made sense for us to go all the way till the high because it's Thursday and it's Friday. Thursday and Friday needs to close on a fair price. You can see this week had a major range here, right? Major swings, right? So it would have made sense for the market to go poop right back down, right? So for going to the high of this would have not made sense, right? So all you got to do is go for the 50% mark only. Why 50% mark only? Because, you know, as I said, it's Thursday and Friday. So Thursday and Friday, if you're in a daily range, just go for the 50% mark. If the 50% mark has already been tapped, go for the high or low, right? If there's no ranges there, just go for anything like, take profits that are near, that are not unrealistic, right? In this case, let's take profit right over here would be unrealistic. And I think I had greed in this as well. I think I had greed. I wanted to make more money, right? So that's why I went over here. That was a problem as well, I think, right? Just that right there just came out of my mind. I thought, that's what I'm thinking, that I had a greed problem, right? You guys know emotions, 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 right? In tradings especially, right? So right over here, we had this 50% mark that never got tapped. So our final take profit should have been here. So we made a mistake right over here. This would have been a real entry. And you guys wondering, why did I not take this entry? Because I took one trade. I can only take one trade, right? So that's why I have to be perfect in my trading rules, right? Because my trading rules prevent me from taking low probability setups. It only makes me take the highest probability setups in the trading industry, right? For me and especially my way of trading, right? So my rules make me take the highest probability setups, right? I don't know about yours, but mine does that, right? So mine tells me if it's the highest probability setup, I should only be taking one trade, right? And that one trade could go in a loss or a win, but that's the best trade, right? So making me take the highest probability setup. So that's why I did not take this other trade. Yes, I broke more of my rule, but guess what? I did not want to keep on breaking my rule, because if I broke my rule right here, I'm constantly building bad habits, and I don't want that bad habit to constantly go on and make me, go on a huge losing streak, right? So that's why I only took the trade and I called it a day. I knew there's gonna be another setup, but I'm not gonna take it, because why? I'm not gonna take it simply because I did not want to keep on building bad habits, right? I know that trade could have gone in a win, but I'm not gonna take it because this setup right is beautiful, right? A+ setup for me, right? Just the time of the present not happening at the right time. So market press it out one more time and give it the entry there, right? And our final take profit will be the 50% mark of the daily range. Why? Because we're on Thursday and the 50% mark has not been tapped yet. So our final take profit will be the 50% mark. And now let's go to the next day, NFP Friday. Beautiful setup once again, very beautiful setup. We had a daily 4-hour IRL to ERL. We had a 4-hour, we had a daily range. Still had his ranges, right? We're still in his range. 4-hour key level right here is our IRLs are the key level, right? Our range all got pressed. We want to buy. We still have not tapped the 50% mark of the daily CRT. My dumbass put my take profit here, and that's how I round tripped 2,000, right? Because I was up 2,300, I'm pretty sure. Eventually market spiked down because I did not see this, right? I was, I think, too greedy, as I said, greedy on this part and greedy on this part, right? I wanted to make more, right? And that's like, that emotion. Now I know that, now I know not to set up unrealistic take profit, because this is Thursday and Friday. And Thursday and Friday, if the 50% mark of the daily CRT has not been tapped, that's going to be my final take profit, right? If the 50% mark has already been tapped, I'm going to go for the CRT high or CRT low, right? If there's no daily range, I'm going to go for the closest take profit or just do the CRT high, right? So that's that. And now you can see beautiful setup. We're looking for a New York reversal, because if I'm bullish, I don't want the, I want London to make the low high of the day. Low of the day, not the high of the day. In this case, he meant the high of the day. So I'm looking for a New York reversal here. So I'll go to the 15-minute time frame. Soup at the range low. Now in this day, I made sure that this soup happened between 6 a.m. and this soup happened at 7 a.m. Right? So I was like, okay, 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. is a fine way of looking for this setup, right? And as you can see, market gave it the entry at 8 a.m. 8:15, he was just playing around here, and eventually gave us an entry. Once he gave us the entry, I entered here, press upload right over here. I'll take profit 1 was right over here, take profit 2 right over here, right? Market spiked up, hitting our target 1. I instantly went to break even, and I said, hey Siri, it was 50% of 5.56, because that's the lot I was playing with, right, for the specific trade, right? I was just getting $500, right? So basically 1%. I was literally done that, and the market just fully reversed without even waiting, right? And you can see that 1 minute time frame, that literally the 1 minute candle was the one to push it up and down, right? So literally I had no time to even think about it, right? So I went to go to Trade Locker and look for my time, where should I put my to calculate my lot size and to calculate my partials, because I have to click some buttons to go to that to that area. Eventually it was too late. Market is fully reversed, and I only ended up $133, right? So basically round tripping, right? And my take profit on this was all the way here, right? If I were to set my take profit in the 50% mark, I would have not even worried about breaking even. Market will just probably hit my take profit with the first minute, right? In the first scan of the NFP, right? So this trade was a perfect trade again on my time, very high quality setup. This week we had 2 setups, right? Very fantastic, very nice. Usually I'll always get like 1 setup a week, 1 to 2 setups a week, not more than that. Which is those setups are really high quality setups, right? So that's that, and this is how I end up on a negative $400 day trading Euro USD and the week, right? It should have been more than 2,000. I should have ended up on at least a 3,500 by this round trip, right? By his lessons, right? So now let's go over our lessons throughout the week. What did we learn from this week, right? The lesson we learned from this week is, first lesson is wake up 5 a.m. in the morning, right? Second lesson is look for the right time of the price. The price should be between 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m., right? Third lesson is if you're trading between Thursday and Friday, and we're in the present of a daily CRT, and the daily CRT high or low has not been the daily CRT 50% mark has not been tapped, my final take profit will be the 50% mark of the daily range, right? That's a fourth lesson, right? And the fifth lesson is if the 50% mark of the daily CRT has been tapped, go for the CRT high or CRT low, right? And that's only during the Pacific time, which is Thursday and Friday. And that's our next lesson, or what's our last lesson, is to, if I'm in a trade and there's NFP, I know the next minute is NFP, I should be my phone already looking to partial and stuff, right? And they took a difficult loss, right? And, that's part of the process, right? That's part of the game, right? I can never have a 100% win rate, right? But that was the lesson. What was that lesson one more time? Is to wake up at 5 a.m. Our lesson was that to look for the right time of the price between 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Other lesson was if we're trading between Thursday and Friday, our take profit should be the 50% mark of the daily CRT. Only if it has not been met yet. So that's going to be our final take profit. If it already got met, our final take profit would be the CRT high, CRT low of the daily CRT, right? Of the daily time frame, right? Or weekly, whatever, right? Doesn't really matter. Our next lesson was to not be greedy, and our final lesson is to that's it. That was a lot. That's our final lesson, right? We have covered everything, right? To wake up at 6 a.m. To wake up at 5 a.m. To only have purchase between 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. If it's not a specific time, do not take a trade. And the next 2 lessons were, if we're trading between Thursday and Friday and the 50% of the daily CRT has not been met, our final take profit will be the 50% of the daily CRT. If it's already been met, it's going to be CRT high, CRT low. And our final lesson would be is to wake up. Not to wake up, is to not be greedy on our take profit. Go what the market wants to do and not where I want the market to do, right? In this case, I wanted the market to go over here. Market wants to go over here and reverse, right? And that was our last lesson. So this is how I ended up on a week at negative 400. It should have been more than, should have been no losses. Would be no losses soon in the future. I will not make the same mistakes over and over. So these are the lessons I'm going to carry on the next week and on forward to never make the same mistakes again, right? Here's what you see right over here. This trade we took on Thursday, I'll show you guys an example of what I mean by time, right? This trade we took on Thursday with daily CRT, our goal should only be to the 50% mark. Why 50% mark only? Because we're in Thursday and market does not look like a goal over here because Thursday and Friday needs to close, right? So that will be example. That will be the next example I'll give you guys. Do I have any more examples of this? Let's see. In this case, you can see we have a daily CRT and it's Friday. The market has already, in Thursday and Friday, right? Thursday, Friday, we had both of the days we had setups, right? And we're beyond the 50% mark. So our strong look would be, our take profit would be the daily 50% daily CRT low, right? In this case, it would be CRT low. And as you guys know, if we take a trade on Thursday or Friday, if the 50% mark has not been met, our final take profit would be 50% mark, right? If it has already been met, our final take profit would be the CRT high or CRT low, right? Only if we're trading on Thursday or Friday. And on Monday, we don't have to go for the 50% mark, or Tuesday, we don't have to go for the 50% mark, or Wednesday, we don't have to go for the 50% mark, right? And yeah, this is how I end up on a negative $400 day trading Euro USD. And yeah, this is my weekly market recap. We learn from these lessons, want to carry it on and improve, right? So thank you for watching. Peace out. Make sure you join my Discord, link in the description down below. All right, Chad, that was a good one. Okay, so that's number one is a Duomar. Weekly market forecast of EURUSD and GBPUSD and DXY. I'll only be going over USD, not GBPUSD and DXY. So yeah, so I had to just do some hooks. Okay, now let's start off with our Euro USD. 12-month time frame, CRT low got purged. We go to a CRT high, right? On the 3-month time frame, CRT low got purged. We go to CRT high. We have a 3-month, session liquidity as our key level to this order block. To this, CRT. Of a monthly CRT right over here. Monthly CRT low got purged. We have another CRT low got purged right over here. So our drawn liquidity on monthly time frame. First is CRT low got purged, both of them, right? So our first second drawn liquidity comes to this CRT, eventually this CRT, and eventually this CRT, and eventually this CRT all the way to the 12-month time frame, and eventually all the way to the daily range high, right? As you can see right over here, we have a daily range, premium, discount, market type of discount area. So our drawn liquidity now becomes a daily range high, which is all over here, right? So once this 12-month CRT high gets met, our drawn liquidity becomes the daily range high, right? Eventually, after that, we're gonna go, where the market wants to go, right? And we have a monthly IRL. You can see right over here, monthly IRL to ERL, right, to the 12-month time frame high. So this is that, and now let's go to the weekly time frame where we're looking at the weekly. Weekly, we still have this weekly CRT right over here. This right over here, this weekly CRT. It's still valid. How is it valid? All you close below it. The reason it's still valid because we have a 4-hour model 1 confirmation is right over here. Press it out. We have a 4-hour model 1 confirmation, so it's still valid to use the CRT. We're going from the CRT low to the CRT high. On the 4 on this right over here, I don't have nothing else but this, right? So there's no IRL to ERL play. We still go from ERL to IRL, right? There's an IRL guy right over here, has not been tapped yet. So we still go from an ERL to IRL, has not been tapped yet. So I want to see inversion again back to the upside. So we go to the monthly, right? On a daily, what do we have here? On a daily, we have no daily CRT here, but what do we see here? We're going from a daily IRL, as I said already before, to ERL, right? As well, we have tapped the discount area. From discount, we're going to the daily range high, which is all over here, which is leading up to the CRT, to the weekly CRT high. And eventually, that CRT high can lead up to the monthly, right? And on forward, right? And we can potentially have another daily CRT right over here. This right over here could be another CRT. Get a purge of the CRT low, go to the CRT high. Where's our key level? Our key level could be the 50% mark of this right over here. 50% mark of this order block that purge out liquidity. So yeah, market go purge out the discount, tap this right back down, eventually go up high from here. You probably high likely it won't because we already have it, this registration block is already our key level, or this order block is already key level, right? So that's that. And this is my weekly market forecast of EURUSD, GBPUSD, and DXY. Now let's do a whole recap of what do we mean, right? On the 12-month CRT low got pressure, we're going to CRT high, right? On the 3-month time frame, CRT low got pressure, we're going to CRT high right over here. We have a 3-month key level for this. On the monthly time frame, we have a monthly CRT low got purged, another monthly CRT low got purged, we go to CRT high, and another CRT high. On a monthly time frame, we have a daily range, discount, premium, and as you can see previously, we went from premium ERL to discount IRL. Now we go from discount IRL to premium ERL, right? And as well as a monthly discounted. We go from monthly IRL to ERL, right, to all the way to the premium. Eventually, once that gets tapped, which leads up all the way to the 12-month time frame. Once that gets tapped, we're going to the daily range chart that creates this fair value gap, right? That creates this daily range because the discount already got tapped, right? So now let's go to the weekly. What do we see in the weekly time frame? On the weekly, we still have this present of the weekly CRT. So CRT low got tapped. We're going to CRT high right over here. On a daily, what do we have here? Daily CRT, the CRT low gets souped. Eventually, from the CRT low, we go to CRT high, and eventually lead up to the high time frame, right? Because we go from a daily time frame. On a daily time frame, we go from daily IRL to ERL. We can put this to say daily IRL to ERL discount as well. Doesn't really matter, right? We go from daily IRL to ERL with tap discount. So, when the discount gets tapped, once the discount spot gets tapped, our drawn look becomes a daily range high, which is all over here, right? So, yeah, this is my weekly market forecast of EURUSD. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share. Peace out. And make sure you join Discord. Link in the description down below. Yeah, we made that video as well, chat, which is fantastic. So let's go over the week. So Monday we didn't take no trade. Tuesday we didn't take no trade. Wednesday no trades. Thursday we took the trade. We made a mistake. So our lesson on Thursday should have been as we got off the wake up at 6 a.m. We have to have a purge between 6 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. Not between not in a way, not before 6 a.m. Right? We have to wake up at 5 a.m. in the morning. And our other setup right over here was this right over here, which was put us take profit. So we're trading between Thursday and Friday, and they were in the present of a daily CRT. Our drawn look should be the 50% of the daily CRT, not the high, because the 50% market has not been tapped. And when Thursday and Friday, some markets are closed at a fair price. If the 50% market has already been tapped, we could go to the CRT high to low of the daily time frame, right? So that's that, and yeah, that's what we got. That's a lesson, and I did my weekly market recap. Okay, tomorrow's gonna do a quick, another refreshing, and go on from there, right? So yeah. All right, chat, this is enough. I'll see you guys later. I made my video for the day. I'm fantastically fine here. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.